Hey, Cowboys Nation. You know what time it is. We're back with another big update from your Dallas Cowboys. The team is working hard, day in and day out, to improve and perfect this roster, and all of it is with one goal in mind: bringing championships back to Dallas. If you believe in this journey, in this mission, in these players, we need you on board. Smash that like button right now to show your support and let the YouTube algorithm know that Cowboys Nation is the loudest, proudest fan base in the NFL. Now let's get into it, because today's video is packed. We've got a blockbuster trade. Rumor involving Bills RB James Cook possibly coming to Dallas, and a $100 million media storyline surrounding none other than Micah Parsons. Y'all ready? Let's ride. Let's be real. The Cowboys' run game last season, it was bad. Really bad. Had it not been for Rico Dowdle's late season burst, we'd be talking about historic levels of rushing inefficiency. And guess what? Dowdle is gone. He signed with the Panthers, so what now? Dallas did make some moves. They brought in Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders during free agency, both of whom have shown flashes but are coming off injuries and inconsistent seasons. So yeah, the backfield still feels like a big old question mark, and that's where this new report from Pro Football Network's Sterling Z comes into play. According to Z, the Cowboys could be a landing spot for Buffalo Bills RB James Cook, who could be on the trade block. Let me say that again. James freaking Cook. Here's why this could actually work, said Cook is only 24 years old and just came off a career year in Buffalo, rushing for over 100 yards while adding 445 receiving yards too. He already knows the Cowboys' offensive system. That's right. Ken Dorsey, now part of Dallas's coaching staff, was Cook's offensive coordinator in Buffalo before being let go in 2023.3. Cook is a dual-threat back. He's explosive between the tackles and dangerous in the passing game. 2. Things the current Dallas backfield desperately needs. Sterling Zai put it perfectly. Dallas has a connection to Cook with Ken Dorsey, a Cowboys assistant who was Cook's offensive coordinator in Buffalo from 2022 until he was fired after Week 10 of the 2023 season. That familiarity, it matters. A lot. The main reason Cook might be available is money. Buffalo hasn't extended him, and he's nearing the end of his rookie deal. They may not want to pay him, and rather than let him walk for nothing, a trade could be on the table. Now here's the twist. Stephen and Jerry Jones are known for being, shall we say, fiscally responsible. So the Cowboys might prefer to use one of their draft picks on a cheaper rookie running back instead of taking on Cook's next contract. And that brings us to the draft. This year's class is loaded with potential starters. Trey Benson, Jonathan Brooks, Blake Corum, Jalen Wright. All could be impact players on rookie deals. But none of them are proven like James Cook. So it becomes a chess match. Do you trade for a player who can help you right now, or roll the dice with a rookie? That's the decision Dallas has to make. Let's go across the NFC East for a second. Look at what Saquon Barkley just did for the Eagles. One marquee addition completely changed the identity of their offense. Could James Cook be that kind of player for Dallas? Some believe so. He's dynamic, he's tough, and he's got the potential to take pressure off Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and that young offensive line. Let's not forget, the NFC is wide open this year. The right move, at the right time, could push the Cowboys into legit Super Bowl territory. While the front office is trying to figure out the roster, there's another big Cowboys headline making waves, and it's all about Micah Parsons. No, not just his upcoming $200 million contract extension, which is insane in itself. We're talking about Micah's media empire. Micah's podcast, The Edge with Micah Parsons, in partnership with Bleacher Report, has already had 2 strong seasons. He's had Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, C.J. Stroud, and a bunch of other NFL stars as guests. It's not just a vanity project, it's actually good content. Now comes the kicker. Parsons recently responded to a report that Shannon Sharpe's podcast club, Shay Shay, could be getting a $100 million media deal. That caught Micah's attention, and he let the world know about it. You'll be amazed about how many former players wish they got active in media before they retired, Micah tweeted. Honestly motivates me to keep going. So let's break this down. The Cowboys' defensive superstar is not only building a Hall of Fame career on the field, he's already building a media empire off it. And that's where the fan base starts getting divided. Some fans, and even people inside the building, are wondering, is Micah too focused on the spotlight? Is he juggling too much? Others say, nah, this is what modern athletes do. Build your brand while dominating your profession. It's the Deion Sanders blueprint, and we all know how that worked out. Micah has already racked up 52.5 sacks and 256 tackles in just 4 seasons. He's on pace for Canton. He's not letting up on the field. So maybe we let the man work, on and off the turf. Besides, being a Cowboy means being in the spotlight. Always has, always will. The Cowboys are heading into the 2025 season with the running back position looking very uncertain. Again, sound familiar? Last year, they passed on drafting a running back altogether. With Ezekiel Elliott gone and Tony Pollard unsigned, they went into the season relying on Rico Dowdle and a committee approach. And while Dowdle flashed some promise, it wasn't enough. The run game finished near the bottom of the league, and Dallas got exposed in key moments because of it. This offseason, they added Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, but let's keep it real. Those aren't long-term solutions. Both come with injury concerns, and neither has shown they can consistently carry a full workload. That's where this latest buzz from Pro Football Network's Sterling Zai comes in. According to Zai, the Cowboys could still make a splash by trading for former Eagles RB DeAndre Swift, now with the Chicago Bears. And Cowboys fans, I know what you're thinking. A former Eagle? Really? But hear me out. This one actually makes a ton of sense. Why DeAndre Swift makes sense for Dallas. So let's talk about DeAndre Swift, a guy who had a Pro Bowl season just 2 years ago with the Philadelphia Eagles. In 2023, he totaled 1,263 yards from scrimmage and scored 6 touchdowns, helping Philly make a deep playoff push. He followed that up with 1,345 yards from scrimmage last season, including 386 receiving yards. Yes, his rushing efficiency dipped slightly to 3.8 yards per carry, but he was still a dynamic presence in the offense, especially in space. Then came free agency, and Swift signed a 3-year, $24 million deal with the Chicago Bears. But here's the twist. Chicago just brought in Ben Johnson as their new head coach, and there's already talk that Swift might not fit into the new offensive direction. According to Z, a trade is absolutely in play. The Steelers and Cowboys are also teams that could use more running back depth and lean on more zone runs, which has been a better scheme fit for Swift in his career, says Z. That's right. Swift has thrived in zone running schemes, and that's exactly what Dallas plans to implement more of under new offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer and assistant Ken Dorsey. The scheme fits. The need is glaring. The opportunity is there. So what's stopping the Cowboys? The financial angle. Would the Joneses pull the trigger? Now, we all know Stephen and Jerry Jones aren't known for throwing around big money unless they absolutely have to, and that's where things get tricky. DeAndre Swift is on a solid but manageable contract, $24 million over 3 years. That's not chump change, but it's also not Christian McCaffrey money. For a guy with Swift's upside, it could end up being a bargain, especially if you're serious about winning now. The other option, of course, is the 2025 NFL Draft, which is loaded at the running back position. But here's the deal. If the Cowboys wait too long, the top guys like Ashton Jeanty could be gone before pick number 12. And with so many holes to address on the offensive line and defense, it's no guarantee they go running back early. We saw it last year. They passed completely. So do you trust them to get it right this time? The Swift Eagle factor. Will fans accept him? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the eagle in the room. Yes, DeAndre Swift was a Pro Bowler in Philadelphia, and yes, it might feel weird bringing in a guy who wore that shade of green, but in today's NFL, talent trumps rivalry. We've seen it before. DeMarco Murray went to the Eagles, Terrell Owens came to the Cowboys. Players flip sides all the time. If Swift can come in and help Dallas control the clock, take pressure off Dak Prescott and keep defenses honest, fans will love him by week 2. This isn't about where he played, it's about where he fits, and Swift could fit perfectly into this offense. A backfield built to win, Imagine this, a healthy Javonte Williams paired with DeAndre Swift rotating in a 1-2 punch. Add in CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Jake Ferguson, and suddenly you've got a unit that can hurt defenses in a lot of ways. Not to mention, Swift's receiving ability out of the backfield adds another layer to the passing game, something the Cowboys have lacked since peak Zeke. This would be a move that says, we're not playing around, we're going for it. It wouldn't cost a first-round pick, maybe a day 2 pick, maybe a conditional pick, but nothing that cripples your future. And the upside? Tremendous. So here we are, Cowboys Nation, on the verge of the NFL draft with a potential blockbuster trade, a media-savvy megastar, and a team looking for answers. Do the Cowboys roll the dice on James Cook, betting on talent and familiarity? Do they go the financially safe route with a rookie running back? And how do you feel about Micah's media empire? Do you love it, or do you think it's a distraction? Let's keep it real. This team is good. But if they want to be great, the next few weeks are crucial. And now I want to hear from you. Should the Cowboys trade for James Cook? Are you worried about Micah Parsons' media focus, or do you love his hustle? What's your move at running back, draft, or trade? Drop your thoughts in the comments. You know I read every single one. Let's get that conversation going. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, if you love talking Cowboys, if you're all in on this team, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a beat this offseason. We've got more exclusive updates, draft breakdowns, and deep dives coming your way. Until next time, stay strong, stay loud, and as always, go Cowboys.